There's a story to be told. It's not so long, tales for young and old. Won't you come along? Diddly die.
Oh! Hello, me friends. You caught me off me rock today. I was up visiting the Abbey. I don't always go up there, as it's quite a walk for me. I'm not only really old, but I have very short legs. Do you have short legs? Are they long or short? Some short, some long, I heard. Huh. Okay. Well, old Orin is a much faster swimmer than I am a walker. I didn't see many folks around the Abbey today, so I thought it might be nice to have a peaceful stroll around. It's a magnificent relic, the old Abbey. It's older than old Orin, I promise you that. Well, while I was walking around one part of the Abbey, I bumps into a new family. To say they were shocked to see an old otter that far from the river, well, it's an understatement. They could see me old whiskers and they thought for sure I was lost. I assured them I wasn't. I asked them if they lived nearby, and they did. They're new to Monaster. Well, I welcomed them and asked if they'd like a wee bit of history of the old Abbey. Well, they were delighted. Oh, I loves to talk about the history, to know. The older, the better. I thinks I made some new friends today, praise God. Speaking of friends, this reminds me of a recent story, actually. Yeah, have I ever told you the story of the friendship fiasco of 2015? No? Well, I know most of me stories are old, but this one isn't too long ago. It may be for some of you, young ones, but not for your mummies and daddies. This story is about Edna the Magpie and another character by the name of Deirdre Malone, who's also a magpie. I believe you know Edna, right? Oh, course you do, course you do. As you know, Edna is mad about the news. Oh, she flies from village to village, getting all the recent tiddly bits, she calls them. Nothing brings her more joy than sharing about something you don't know about. Well, back in the summer of 2015, there was another magpie, Deirdre, who was an old classmate of Edna in the village. They went to secondary together many, many, many years ago. Deirdre was visiting her relations in the village that Edna was living in. What Edna didn't realise was that Deirdre was just as mad about the news as she was. In fact, Deirdre was insistent that the news she collected was of greater importance than anyone else. All was well between the two of them until Edna was making her usual rounds in her village to gather the news, you know. She was shocked to find out there was little news to get. All her horses had shared what they had with Deirdre. Edna's friends thought that maybe she had sent Deirdre along to gather the news for her. Edna clearly stated that by no uncertain circumstances was she handing off her duties to anyone else. She flew up in a cloud of dust and feathers, all in a dither to go find Deirdre. Oh, it didn't take long for her to locate Deirdre. Oh, there was quite a to-do going on at the creamery. But that's where the milk is delivered, you know. Deirdre was squawking and making a fuss. Do you see, Farmer Murphy was in, and he knew that Edna liked when he shared about what was going on in the farming world. Do you know Farmer Murphy? Oh, you do? Well, you're really getting to know everyone around here. Well, he had declined the request of Deirdre to get the news from him. He said he shared his news with Edna, and if Deirdre wanted to know about what was in the farming community, she would have to wait until Edna told her. Well, Deirdre was quite upset. So was Edna. When Edna landed, there were quite some cheeky comments to each other. It looked like their friendship was going to fall apart. However, good old Farmer Murphy spoke up. he asked the two ladies to find a perch and to be still. He talked with them at great length. The best part was when he quoted a verse from the Bible. It was, now let me think here. Oh, yes. Romans 14:19. Let us therefore make every effort to what leads to peace and mutual edification. Fighting and being cheeky is not being peaceful, is it? No, it's not. Peaceful means to be kind, listen to each other, be respectful. Edification really means, well, to talk nice about each other. Well, those two ladies, they knew they were not being peaceful at all. They recognised that their passion for sharing the news got the better of them. Deidre apologised for not being sensitive and for taking news away from Edna in her village. Edna, she apologised for not being willing to share her news with a friend. Well, they hugged and flew off together to get more news and to share it with other friends. Oh, a happy ending to be sure. So, that was the friendship fiasco of 2015. Remember me, friends, it's very important to want to be peaceful amongst friends and family, as well to talk nice about each other all the time. Well, I better be off. Mrs. Orin will be wondering where I am. Well, mind yourselves. Come again soon. Bye-bye.
There's a story to be told. It's not so long, tales for young and old. Won't you come along? Tee-diddly-die, tee-diddly-die, tee-diddly-die.